What's up, guys? Flippin' Steve here. About to head down to the post office, pick up a package that I missed yesterday while I was at work. Figured I'd take you guys along with me for the ride, do a little bit of thinking out loud, what I'm doing in the hobby right now, just my thought process when I go through things, whether I'm buying or not buying a certain thing. Just going to think out loud a little bit, do a little brainstorming in the car, tell you guys kind of the path that I'm on right now here in the hobby.
Don't be sad. I'll be right back. All right, Crazy Daisy? Hold down the fort. I'll be right back.
Coming out of the National, one of my bigger takeaways was the interest or the intrigue around pop culture cards. And when I say pop culture, I'm not saying Star Wars and Disney and things that are already really, really popular. What I'm talking about is autographs of like TV actors, movie stars on cards of their favorite characters. I have some of that stuff. You guys know I've always collected pop culture. That is what I PC, even more so than a lot of sports cards. So I tend to notice that type of stuff when I go to shows. Is there any popularity around it? And there was a lot of people inquiring. I took a couple of the cards to the show with me. So there was people inquiring, asking about them. And I actually sold a few of the ones that weren't in my PC. And one of the biggest takeaways that I had from selling that card was that I sold it to a dealer and they paid me full comp. Now, they paid me full comp for the card because they wanted it for their PC. And again, I was selling this to a dealer. They didn't even offer me, 60, 70% or whatever. So that goes to show me that people who collect these cards are willing to pay full price for them, whether they be dealers or just people that you sell to on eBay or whatever, You're not going to sell stuff to flippers and get full price. It's just not the way that it's going to work. But it kind of even generated my interest even more into researching and looking up some cards from popular TV shows and popular movies that might have character actor autographs in there, because people will like that stuff. Not everybody is completely focused on sports. We are in the sports card hobby, but we love cards in general. If you're talking, say for instance, you're a huge fan of the Sons of Anarchy television show, and someone walks up to your table or walks up to you and has a Charlie Hunnam autographed Jax Teller card from Sons of Anarchy television series, you're really going to have some sort of interest in it. Now, you may not buy it, you may buy it just based on the price of it, depending on what it might be worth to you as a collector to buy it for. But say, for instance, it was also slabbed and that work was out of the way, and there's just not much of that stuff out there, graded or slabbed. You don't see a lot of people offering it. And a lot of times people don't know that's out there because they don't do the research themselves. That's one thing that I like to do, is I like to go out there and do research myself on certain cards that I think people might be interested in, and they're just not even aware that the card exists. And then when they see it, it's very impulsive and they're like, wow, that card is super neat. I'd love to have that for my collection. So I really think that opens up an opportunity there for someone like myself, like yourself, or whoever who likes to buy and flip cards to build up their PC, to do some research and find some stuff that they think others may like. Whenever you're looking to move something to a collector, it's got to be something that they like. And it's always easier to move something that you necessarily don't like. If you really buy something that you like, it's easier to keep than it is to sell. And we always live by the cliche, buy what you like and you'll always be happy. And we like cards. Not just necessarily sports cards, not just necessarily our favorite teams, our favorite players. It could be of our favorite singers. It could be of our favorite actors. For years, I've been collecting the old rock and roll stickers and things like that. But I'm looking now into the market of, there are cards that are made by, smaller manufacturers that have popular television shows on them with autos, with cool cards. And again, like I said earlier, there's people out there that once they see that, they're like, wow, I didn't know this existed. I got to have this for my PC. So again, I think that creates opportunity. With that being said, again, I'm going to run into the post office, get this package here. I'll show you guys what I've been waiting for. Just one card of many that I've bought recently. Let's go ahead and take a look at that one. Just pick up my package, and this is very interesting. This is a big box. So this is supposed to be one card, or at least that's what I'm expecting this to be. This is supposed to be one card. So I may not even get to show this to you guys. I'm nervous to open it because I'm scared I might have gotten sent the wrong thing from the eBay seller. So again, what that was supposed to be in there, let me get out of the post office here, a tight little parking lot, It's supposed to be a 2012, I believe, Walking Dead autograph of Andrew Lincoln. Now, Andrew Lincoln played Rick Grimes, who was the main character in the TV series for The Walking Dead. Now, to put it right on out there, I don't watch The Walking Dead. I'm not a fan of The Walking Dead, but I have lots of friends that are. I've heard of it. I know that it's popular. So again, when you're not necessarily a fan of something, but you know a lot of people talk about it all the time, a lot of people watch it, you know, it's popular enough that I've heard of it. So again, that drives me to say, hey, the popularity is there for something like that. The main character, always when you want to chase, just like you want to chase your main players. And I bought it for like $200, if that's the card that's in the box. Hopefully, cross my fingers. And I know that I can get that slabbed for like $20. So I'm looking at a $220, you know, buy-in, getting it graded. And then I believe it could easily be a $350 to $400 sale on the other side. You know, I just don't think that that's unreasonable, and I think that that's something that somebody would see. And in a day of the prices of our sports cards that people like to collect, when you see something that you really like, that's cool, that's affordable, you tend to pull the trigger. I know that's the way I feel, and typically I feel the same way that a lot of people normally feel when it comes to buying, because I don't like to overspend. Now, I know there's going to be people that say, these cards will never be popular, there will never be anybody, it's sports cards, that's the way that it is. But for every person that says that, there's another person that disagrees. And that's the thing, not everybody's going to agree. If everybody loved these cards already, they would be popular. I just think it's more of a thing of a lack of awareness of knowing that they exist, because I've dealt with it firsthand experience where people look at some of the cards in my collection and they're like, wow, these are really neat, I didn't even know they made cards of these. You know, and they often make offers on the cards. So again, I just encourage you guys to go out there and explore other avenues. If you're trying to stay ahead of the game, if you're trying to flip to support your collection, you know, making profits and taking it, like I bought a big Star Wars card at the National, as you know, for over $2,000. But I had made the money selling Jared Goff cards to buy that. So again, it's an example of flipping to buy for your PC. And sometimes you have to explore other avenues. You got to look at other things that other people aren't doing. It kind of gives you the leg up, kind of gives you a head in the race, a little bit of a head start. Because if something like this does become massively popular, then you're already ready to go. If it doesn't ever become massively popular, there's still enough people, there's still enough interest, I believe, that would support, you know, making a little bit of money here or there, whether it's a 20% return to a 50% return. And that's just me again. I'm driving down to the post office. I'll go inside and I'll open this. I'm going to film myself opening this package just in case it's the wrong package. I have it on camera. But I will show you guys the card if it is the right card. And again, this isn't to say, hey, go out and do this, guys. Go out and do it. This is just me thinking out loud as I'm driving to the post office. I'm already back home. Short video. But just my thought process when I'm looking to buy cards that others may like, and to be different, because you don't always want to be selling the same thing that everybody else is selling. You know, it depletes your competition. You may have a limited demographic of buyer, but you have a limited demographic of competition when it comes to sell too, so it balances each other out. So I got a package here. This is supposed to be one card, so I'm doing this on camera because I'm nervous that I may have sent the wrong card. This is supposed to be an Andrew Lincoln autograph card from The Walking Dead. Really taped up good and all, but nowadays people can make mistakes, especially if they sell a lot, ship a lot. This one card in this whole box just kind of seems to be so there's a lot of different stuff in here. I don't know if this stuff is just throw-ins and my card is going to be in there. It's a bunch of Game of Thrones stuff. I don't know what these are. Look like a bunch of Game of Thrones cards. Another Game of Thrones cards. I'm going to guess that this was a mistake because
I don't think somebody would have just thrown me these cards for free. No, definitely not with autos in here. There's a bunch of Game of Thrones autos, a huge Game of Thrones auto lot. This is probably actually worth more than what I spent the card I was supposed to get. All this stuff. Ton of autos. I mean, even if these were $5 a card, there's so many of them. Some more popular ones. Yeah, someone else got my card, I'm gonna guess. Oh, never mind. Never mind. I know what package this is. This is mine. This person threw all this stuff in extra. This whole... Holy crap. I'm gonna shoot this as a whole extra video now. I got all this stuff extra. Look at all these extra Game of Thrones autographs. I got a lot of cards to go through here, guys. Because the one and only card that I did buy was this one. Was the Jon Snow. Now I do remember buying this. I picked up a second Jon Snow. I already had one graded. And the seller threw in all these... Holy crap. I just consign all this stuff. There's John Bradley. I mean, he's pretty popular. Played the one dude from the Night's Watch. Just a lot. There's like Young Ned, the Night King, Jock in a Car. Surprise, surprise. You never know what you're going to get. Here I thought I was going to get the wrong package. And it was the right package because I did buy this card, completely forgot about it. And all this stuff got thrown in. Super sweet. Things just keep on getting better. I went to my front porch, the front door that I don't normally use, and the package that I thought was at the post office was actually out front. And finally, after all that build up, it is the Andrew Lincoln Walking Dead on-card auto. I'll send this to BGS, see if I can get a BGS 9 with an auto 10. I think I could make well off of this. Actually have another one of these coming in the mail. I'll do a mail day on all my recent pickups, guys, so you can see which road I'm taking here in the hobby. Show you guys, practice what I preach. I don't just talk about it. I show you guys what I'm actually doing. That video tended to go off the rails pretty quickly. Unexpected package, then got the right package. I was all over the place with it. Filming that package that I was opening, hoping that I was going to get the right card, and was just way off. Goes to show you, sometimes I'm just not thinking straight, forgetting things that I'm buying, but amazing package. Let me know down below, guys, what avenues are you taking? Are you straying from sports cards a little bit? Are you looking for other things that you think are cool? Whether you're PCing them or looking to get ahead in a market that, you know, could gain some popularity. I don't know. For myself, I'm always just trying to be ahead of the curve. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But at least, you know, it keeps things fresh. All right, guys, like and subscribe on your way out. Comment below. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day.